Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Chalo, Rohan, we start.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ready? Okay.
Yes.
Now what do? I share. And here is a Bhagavad Gita. Hey, all the previous shlokas remembered? Okay, we
Yes,
do
sir.
it
वो
again.
थोड़ा सर स्टार्टिंग में देखना पड़ेगा सर, वो याद करना.
Okay, here is it. You can see Bhagavad Gita now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is, who knows the shloka today's? Prerna
Yes, sir.
Mataji, you know the shlokas?
Prabhu, I missed yesterday's class, so today I don't know which shloka today is.
Which shloka is there today?
Sir, 50 and 62, sir.
50 and 62. Yeah, 50th shloka, do you remember, Mataji?
No, Prabhu.
Okay, Rohan, start.
Yes, sir. 50th, sir. बुद्धि युक्तो जहाटिहा उभे शुक्रता दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगा युज्यस्व योगा कर्माशु कौशलम.
Yeah. What is the meaning?
Sir, a man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions even in this life. Therefore, strive for yoga, which is art of all work.
A man engaged in devotional reactions of both good and bad reaction, even in this life, they must strive for yoga, which is art of all. What is the meaning of this? You can explain, Rohan?
Sir, I can explain the 60-second one, sir. Here, this, sir, purport was short, sir.
Yes, Prerna Mata, you know this shloka? Okay, I'll explain this then.
Yes, sir.
The purport by Srila Prabhupada, since time immemorial, each living entity has accumulated the various reactions of his good and bad work. As such, is continuously ignorant of his real constitutional position. Once ignorance can be removed by the instruction of the Bhagavad Gita, which teaches one to surrender unto Sri Krishna, and all rest will become liberated from the chain, victimization, action, reaction, birth after birth. Arjuna is therefore advised to act in Krishna conscious, purifying process rather than action. See, the whole point here is that both okay. So liberated from the chain, victimization of action, reaction, birth after birth. So what is happening is that any activity either has positive reaction or a negative reaction. Okay? Any activity. Because generally people have an idea, I will do pious activity. Okay? But pious activity will not help us. Pious activity will have punya. In fact, Prabhupada used to joke, there is a Chaitanya Charitamrita shloka like that. Loke bhadra abhadra sakali saman ei bhala ei manda ei manodharma. That good and bad in this world is just imagination. Actually, everything is bad. The Prabhupada used to give a very terse example, like a stool. Now, do you say the one side of the stool is good or other side of the stool is bad? Do you say like that? No, this side is dry, it is good. It's all rubbish. So another, how to understand another point. Suppose we steal. Now in your college, Nitya College, which is the bank? Syndicate Bank.
Yes, sir.
Syndicate Bank?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now suppose we steal all the money from there and then we sit down and say, morally let us divide. Now is there any morality remaining on the stolen money?
No, sir.
So same way, there is nothing and good possible in this world because everything is stolen money. Okay? There is somebody who wants to also come in. Let us try. Sevak7121@gmail.com. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is clear, this point. So generally people try to do some good activity or bad activity. They say, let us do pious, let us not give pain to another person. But in this world, and it's not possible to be only pious. Anybody knows the story of the king Nriga? N-R-I, N-R-I, Nriga.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mother, you know this? Yeah, what is the story of this Nriga? What is the story?
Yeah, the story was that King Nriga was a very charitable king. He would give away a lot in charity. So on one such occasion, he gave a lot of cows to Brahmanas.
Yes,
and
then what happened?
One cow which was given to a particular Brahmana came back to the kingdom. And the king has again given that cow to some other Brahmana.
Yeah.
And the first Brahmana then comes and tells the king that it was given in charity to me and you have given it to another Brahmana.
Okay.
And then he is cursed to be a lizard. And then Lord Krishna comes and releases him from the life of the lizard.
Yeah, that Krishna says. You know, there another funny thing which is out of the context here. Somebody. See, some people told me, there were no dinosaurs in Vedic times. So therefore Vedas are wrong because there is no description of dinosaurs. So I said, no, they will not use the same term as dinosaurs, but there is a description of, there is a description in the of the big lizard that Krishna pulled out. That's a dinosaurus or what is? You got it?
Yeah.
And similarly, you hear about huge birds like Garuda. There are many birds are described. The Prabhupada talks on some birds who travel from one planet to another planet, which they still don't know. Correct? So all these things are there mentioned.
Sir, they recently found a footprint which is 2 million years old. They are unable to, they are scratching their heads, sir. All the scientists.
No, they filter. There is a devotee who is doing this work. There is a book called Forbidden Archaeology. He shows a lot of data does not fit the Darwin's theory and they reject it because of that. Now, it's not really fair. Okay? It's not fair. Okay, now we continue. So the good and bad both have no meaning. Okay? It makes sense. Okay. Where is this? This shloka is done. So who knows the next shloka? Prerna Mataji, you know the shloka? Dhyayate Vishaya Pumsa?
No, Prabhu, I have not memorized, but I can only read out.
Nobody. You don't know that shloka by heart. Anyway, this is a famous shloka. I always use it in the colleges when I talk about mind control, and immediately the students come say, sir, which shloka number, which book? It's amazing. This shloka looks so practical. And I also wonder why the psychologists don't know the shloka. They should close their shop. Yeah, Rohan, you know the shloka?
Yes, sir. Neeraj, he knows, sir.
Oh, Neeraj wants to try. Yes, today. And Neeraj, have a try.
ध्यायतो या विषयान् पुंसा संगसे तेषु पजायते संगते कामते क्रोध विजयते.
Yeah. Okay, ध्यायते विषय पुंसा संगस्तेषु विजायते संगा संजायते कामा कामा क्रोधे विजायते. ठीक है, famous shloka. Good. Today Neeraj has also remembered one shloka. Exams are finished, Neeraj?
No, sir. One exam is there, sir. Tomorrow.
Okay, exams will be there. And Cook is okay? He started his work, Rohan?
Yes, sir.
Cleaning who is doing? He is doing, you people are doing?
No, sir. We only did this thing. Holland also we are.
Yeah. There are just two people now. Okay. So now who will explain this shloka? Rohan can explain or Neeraj can explain?
Sir, I'll explain, sir.
Explain.
One who is not.
Audio is less.
Sir, now you can hear me, sir?
Yeah.
One who is not in Krishna consciousness is subjected to material desires. Yeah. If the sense is not engaged in serving the Lord, then it will seek service in materialism. Prabhupada gives an example in the purport about Lord Shiva
and Krishna.
So, Lord Shiva. Now, Lord Shiva was sitting, he was in a severe penance, and he just got distracted by Parvati, and as a result, Kartikeya was born. And also Lord Brahma, there was an example of Lord Brahma where he was captivated by Saraswati's beauty. And so you can see that even at the level of demigods, the sense, the sense pleasure is still there. So, but when you see a person engaged in Krishna consciousness like Haridas Thakur, although the landlord was envious of him, he sent a prostitute and to lure Haridas Thakur, but Haridas Thakur simply chanted the Lord's name and was not affected by it. So we can see that you don't need to be a demigod to control your senses. You can, even though you're a normal person and engaged in Krishna consciousness, you can control your senses and engage your senses in the service of the Lord. A sincere devotee shuns all material enjoyment due to his higher taste in service of the Lord. The real purpose of yoga, the actual purpose of yoga is to control the senses. There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita, Daivi hi esha gunamani, gunmai, Mama Maya Dratyaya. Bhagavad Gita 7.14. The whole material energy is enchanting every one of us by this beauty, the womanly beauty. Actually, there is no beauty. It is only illusion. Example, a POP.
Search.
Welcome,
Plastic.
member Hemant. Hare Krishna, Hemant. Welcome. Yeah, continue, Rohan.
For example, the plaster of Paris. Now, when you take plaster of Paris, you mix it with water and it.
Hemant, Hare Krishna, you're here now. Okay?
For example, a POP you mix it with water and then you make it a hard paste and you make it a particular shape and you give good painting on it, it looks really good. But when you break it and see, it's actually really POP. And so the beauty is an illusion. It is only outside beauty. Like even this body, if you see, this body is very painted nicely. The external appearance is very nice, but actually when you cut open and see, there are such obnoxious substances which are involved, which is really disgusting. So actually, sense pleasure. There's an example of a mirage. So a mirage is actually an illusion. When in a desert, when a thirsty person, when a person is really thirsty, sees a mirage, he thinks it's a oasis. So he runs behind it, but actually there is no water over there. But there's no water over there, and it increases his thirst. So whatever we might engage our senses in all these sense enjoyment, but it only increases our entanglement more and more. It does not solve the issue. So the real message out of this is we should not run after the mirage, which makes us entangled more and more. We should just run back home, back to Godhead. There is also yes. There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita, Paradrishtava Nirvatate.
Yes.
Param. If you get better thing,
yes. Yeah.
Param, if you get better thing, you give up an inferior quality thing. Actually, Prabhupada jokes about one thing. All his disciples in America, most of his disciples were meat eaters. And now, when they came into Krishna consciousness, when they came under the influence of Prabhupada, they started enjoying the ISKCON balls more. So they shifted from a lower thing to a higher thing, which is actually the ISKCON balls. So, Anandamayo Bhayashat. This is a shloka in Vedanta Sutra. Every living entity is seeking after pleasure. This is nature. It cannot be stopped. So instead of seeking pleasure in sense enjoyment, why not seek pleasure in serving the Lord and His devotees? Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Now let us go to the Hemant, Hare Krishna, welcome. Hemant, Hare Krishna, you can hear us? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hemant.
क्या नोटिफिकेशन है गीता 108 श्लोक टुडे 34 कैलेंडर से
Hare Krishna, Hemant, you can hear us? Hare Krishna. Okay. Now let us look at this. One who is not in Krishna consciousness, subjected to the material desires while contemplating the objects of the senses. So, senses are always there. That's not an issue. Sense objects are always there. Hare Krishna, Hemant. You can see us? He is, I think, first time trying all this. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hemant. Okay. Hare Krishna. Chalo. One who is not Krishna consciousness, Krishna conscious, is subjected to the material desire. So, if you are Krishna conscious, the sense objects will not bite you. There is a very nice shloka which explains that. It says, Akasha pushpayate Rena Mata, you know this famous shloka? Prabodhananda
Which
Saraswati
Prabhu?
shloka. Prabodhananda Saraswati shloka.
No, Prabhu.
It says for a devotee, these pleasures, Hridasha Pura Akash Pushpayate, the heavenly pleasures, Kaivalyam Narakayate, merging into Brahman, he says Naraka. And all the pleasures that we can imagine of okay? We can imagine of so many kind of pleasures in the heavens. He says Akash Pushpayate. It is like a flower in the sky. Why? Because when somebody becomes a devotee of the Lord, when he gets Krishna consciousness, he is experiencing a transcendental pleasure. Because of that, we could see the Haridas Thakur could overcome. Actually, Rohan talked about prostitute testing Haridas Thakur. Later, Haridas Thakur were tested in a cave in Shantipur by Mayadevi itself. But still, he passed out the test. Why? What is the reason he passed out the test? The reason was that he was Krishna conscious. So if you become Krishna conscious, you can easily pass out this test. Okay? You're not subjected to the Durdant Indriya Kala Sarpa Potaka Damsrayate. It says yogi is trying to go to the forest and is doing lot of tapasya. He sits in cold water, he lights fire and sits in the middle of fire. Terrible austerity he does to control the senses. And devotee laughs at him. Bhagavatam says, but devotee trying to control senses is like Indra searching for water. No, it's ridiculous. Indra should not be searching for water. So if you are devotee, somebody told Prabhupada, it's very difficult to control the senses. So Prabhupada said, don't mind, you're making a show. You're not a devotee. Because for devotee, this question is. So if you look in a very normal way, the fact is we are not. If we are devotees, the Vaishnava is a very big. We were now Prabhupada's today's Bhaktivinoda Thakur disappearance day. Prabhupada says Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a Vaishnava. He could do anything. Because Vaishnava is a very big thing. Okay, so now let us go to the. Let me see any line in the purport. Okay, the senses require real engagement. If they are not engaged in transcendent loving service, they will certainly seek engaged in service of material. So in the neophyte state that all of us are in, we should work hard, engage the senses, continuously be busy to engage the senses in Krishna's service. Otherwise, what will happen is that the senses will go for sense gratification. Idle mind, devil workshop. Idle mind, devil workshop does not happen for advanced devotees. Okay? That only happens for us. In the material world, everything including Lord Shiva and Brahma, to say nothing of the demigods and heavenly planets, are subjected to the influence of objects. And only method to get out of this puzzle of material is to become Krishna. Because saying everybody is harassed by the senses. So how to get out of the puzzle? Prabhupada is the puzzle. It's the puzzle in the material world which you cannot solve. You do get stuck or infatuated with the sense objects. So Prabhupada said only way is become Krishna conscious. So Krishna conscious is not a joke. When you become Krishna conscious, sense objects cease. It is compared to snakes, whose poison has been removed. Now they cannot bite you. The sense objects are there, but they don't bite us because we are having higher pleasure. Rohan says, because we are seeking. It's not that we are on the platform, that's a Vaishnava. Lord Shiva was deep, he talked about this. Parvati agitating the sense pleasure, agreeing to the proposal and the Kartikeya was. What happened actually, the Devatas were in trouble. Danavas were almost winning the war. So they needed a son from Shiva. So what they did was that Shiva was doing meditation. Now how to break his meditation? They sent Parvati. And Shiva was, Parvati started offering flowers at him. Okay, so she started offering flowers at him, and he woke up, and then the Kartikeya was born. So they say that happened. Haridas Thakur was a young devotee of the Lord, is similarly allured by incarnation of Maya. That is second test to her. You talked about the first test. But Haridas Thakur easily passed the test because of unalloyed devotion to Lord Krishna. As illustrated in the above mentioned verse of Sri Yamunacharya, a sincere devotee of the Lord shuns all material sense enjoyment to be higher taste of spiritual enjoyment in the cessation of the Lord. That is the secret of success. One who is not therefore in Krishna consciousness, however powerful he may be in controlling the sense by artificial means, assured ultimately. The Prabhupada is saying you will fail if you don't take shelter of Krishna. Devi Esha Gurumai, Maya, Prena Mata, you know the shloka?
Yes, Prabhu.
What is the shloka?
Devi Hayesha Gunamayi Maya Duratyaya.
Then
Line I wrote Maya Nikam Taranite. What line I forgot?
Devi Esha Gurumai, Maya Duratya. You made me also forget. Devi Esha Gurumai Mamaya Duratya Mam E Prapadyante Maya Meta. Whoever takes shelter of me can cross it. So it is impossible. You know, it's just like we are all featherlight boxers, we go to fight a super heavyweight boxer. We'll be finished. Only thing is that keep yourself engaged in Krishna's service. Keep neglecting Maya at distance. Just like now we are discussing this. At your home, somebody is watching TV, you are safe from that. You know, because you are engaged separately. The moment you don't have engagement, then the Maya will say, excuse me, and then you're suffering. Okay? So Maya is like behind us all the time. Excuse me. And the moment you look, you're gone. So you have to keep yourself busy so that the Maya, excuse me, you can keep ignoring. Okay? Just like Ajamila also, when he went to the forest, just excuse me only. 1 second, nothing will happen to me, 1 second, and you are smashed. Just like a super heavyweight boxer, one box, featherlight boxer is finished. So Maya is like super heavyweight boxer. One box, she can smash us. We should know that we are very small. Prabhupada says devotee is always scared of getting trapped by Maya. Therefore, that is the only prayer of a devotee. My Lord, let me not forget your lotus feet. Okay, done. Yes, Hare Krishna. Any questions, Rohan, on this?
Sir, actually, one question is there, sir.
Sir,
in the shloka, sir, the meaning of each and every word, sir, Prabhupada mentions desire, but in the translation, sir, there is lust, sir. Why?
Meaning of?
Sir,
Desire, sir.
Sir, there is, when Prabhupada, in shloka, sir, when for translation of each, this thing, word to word meaning, sir, he mentions desire. But in the translation,
or what?
or like, sir, kama, desire. But in this thing, in translation, he mentions lust, sir, instead of desire.
We'll do tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Jayate Vishaya Bhukta Sanjate Jayate Sanka Sanjayate Kama. See what happens? Kama and lust, the same thing. Generally, when people think of kama, they think of sex desire. But kama can be any kind of desire. Huh? You want a mobile. You want this mobile. That is also kama. You're fed up of your Micromax. And you want Xiaomi. That is also kama. I want Xiaomi. I want Xiaomi. That is also kama. You want Apple. That is also kama. What can be done? So there are varieties of kamas. Okay? Any desire can be put in the category of. That's why it's proper translated character. Interchangeable. Yes, Prerna Mataji, do you have any questions today?
No, Prabhu.
Sir, can I add one example, sir? Sir, can I add one example, sir?
Oh, you wanted to add something more, huh? Tell me.
Just like, sir, when you showed me mobile, sir, I remembered, sir. Just like, sir, when you showed mobile, sir, I remembered that example, sir.
What is an example?
Sir, just like mobile, imagine a mobile can give 20% pleasure. So no matter what we do with the mobile, we can only extract 20% pleasure out of it. But Krishna is the source of unlimited pleasure. Why are we running after 20% pleasure? We can go after unlimited pleasure.
That is Maya. There is no 20%. There is no pleasure there.
That's right. No pleasure.
There is no pleasure. Already you are in Maya. There is no 20%, 0%.
Zero.
It's unnecessary. That's why Yamunacharya shloka I had for today to quote to you. I just quote because Prabhupada mentions the shloka. Okay, I'll just give you that again. That's a beautiful shloka. Prerna Mataji, do you remember the shloka? Yamunacharya shloka Prabhupada keeps quoting.
No, Prabhu.
You know about that shloka, no? There is a shloka. Yad avadi mama Krishna padar vinde.
No, Prabhu.
Okay, I'll give you the shloka.
Yeah.
You can beautiful shloka. Yad avadi mama cheta Krishna padar vinde navanava rasadhamni udyatam rantumasi tadavadi patana sangame smaryamane bhuti mukha vikara sushtun nishtivanam cha. So he says, because he was a king before, Yamunacharya was a king before. So in a king means he will have many queens. And later became a great devotee. So the thoughts used to come of queens and all. So he used to say, now I'm feeling so much pleasure in serving Krishna that I spit at that thought. So that should be our, we should take blessing of Yamunacharya if he can come to that stage.
He was associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
No. Yamunacharya is the guru of Ramanujacharya. You heard about Ramanujacharya?
Yes.
He is the guru of Ramanujacharya.
Okay, and this shloka is a part of which?
Which shloka? No, this was just an explanation. Prabhupada sometimes uses this shloka.
No, this shloka is from where, Prabhu? It's from Bhagavatam or from where is it?
Which one? Yadavadi. No, it is not from Bhagavatam. It is a statement of Yamunacharya.
Okay, it's a statement.
Yamunacharya.
Okay, composed in the form of shlokas so nicely.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Navanavara I says every day. What happens every day? Prabhupada gives an example. Today I was saying. This is a newspaper. People throw away in 1 minute. Correct? People throw away newspaper in 1 minute. But Bhagavad Gita people are reading for 5,000 years. Prabhupada says, can you find something so sweet in this world like Gita? To this day we are reading, and Navanava Rasa, it's true. Every day you feel a new pleasure. Okay, just like we're discussing now, this shloka we have discussed hundreds of times, but still we find it so nice. Another point is a new level of realizations come. The pure devotee and us, only difference is faith. So every time we discuss our faith increases. That's correct. And then you are in the spiritual world. But here we say, but we are not 100% convinced. So we keep discussing from all angles, and our level of realization keeps increasing. We say Krishna is beautiful. Krishna is so beautiful. Krishna is so beautiful, and you are in the spiritual world. Today this Hemant is trying to come in and out. Hare Krishna, Hemant.
You did not have a test chat, Prabhu?
Huh?
You didn't have a test chat with him?
Yeah, I think I should do like that. He is still struggling. Take it. Okay. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
We close for today. Now tomorrow is the last two shlokas, 63 and 64. Okay, second chapter, 63rd, 64th shloka. We meet tomorrow, 6:30.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, we finish the class now. We should have test chat sometime, so you will know how to participate. Keep trying till we see. Okay, we finish the class now. Okay, thanks for trying to participate. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hemant. Hare Krishna, Hemant. You can hear me? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hemant. Hare Krishna. You can hear me?
मैं कहूँ कि okay, it's recorded. Can it be possible to mail me? प्रभु, आपको प्रभु के.
How to?
प्रभु ने, कौन प्रभु मान लिया?
Can you hear me? Hare Krishna, can you hear me? What are you using? You are using a mobile or a computer?
प्रभु का है.
You are using mobile. That's okay. You can see me?